Har Har Mahadev to all of you. Today we are going to talk about chapter 24 of Ruth Sahita Sati Khand. In this chapter, in a very brief manner, we will learn about how Devi Sati did test Shri Ram. Of course, with the permission of Lord Shiva. And then, further we will understand how Shiva disconnected with Mata Sati in his mind. Not physically, but only in his mind. So let's start with Ganesh Vandana. Vakatand Mahakaya Surakoti Samaprabha Nirvigna Kuruna Deva Sarvakareshu Sarvada. So one day Naradji asked Brahmaji that I heard that one day Sati felt disconnected from Lord Shiva. So Brahmaji said like yes, as per couple of rishis and the priests, they believe that one day Mata Sati felt disconnected from Lord Shiva, but that cannot be possible because they are one. They are one unity, like they are called Shiv Shakti. However, they do a lot of things in a playful manner, right? So this might be possible to some extent. It might be possible. So one day, Lord Shiva and Shakti was roaming around on the earth. So they saw Lord Rama with his brother Lakshmana in a jungle that he was looking for Mata Sita. By then, Ravan did that Mata Sita. So he was looking for Mata Sita, and he was so involved in that. He was very he was like very upset. He only wanted to see Mata Sita. So even he could not see Lord Shiva came there and did pranam to him, but he did not notice that because he was very involved in searching Mata Sita. Lord, then when Lord Shiva and Mata Shakti they were roaming around on the earth, so Lord Shiva actually changed her real avatar, like took some different avatar like Brahman, and went to Lord Shri Ram and did pranam with like he just folded hand and just passed by. So Shri Ram, he did not notice that. Then Mata Sita Sati saw that and she was quite skeptical about it. She asked Lord Shiva, I mean, because everyone worships you, even like Lord Brahma, Lord Vishnu, and all the Devi, Devdas, they worship you. Why are you worshipping that guy? What is the reason behind? So Lord Shiva, he laughed on that and said, he is actually incarnation of Lord Vishnu. So that's why I did that. But Mata Sita, she did not believe on that. He actually told all the story about it, but she still did not believe on that. And then Lord Shiva said, okay, if you don't trust me, I give you the permission, you can go and test him. So with his permission, she goes near to Sri Ram was incarnation of Lord Vishnu. When Mata Sati, went there in the form of Mata Sita, she took avatar as Mata Sita and went to Sri Ram And then when Sri Ram saw Mata Sati, and he immediately, folded his hand and went down to Mata Sati and asked, like, why you are here alone? Where's the Lord Shiva? So then on this, Mata Sita Sati, felt embarrassed, and then she explained everything. She said, like, Lord Shiva is standing under the tree there over there, and he actually gave me the permission to test you because he told me all the story, like you are incarnation of Lord Vishnu, but I did not trust in that. So I just came here to test you. However, I'm very embarrassed now because I was wrong. Lord Shiva was right. He told me everything right, but I did not trust him. So then, she explained everything to Lord Ram, and then she asked, like, why, what is the reason behind that you are here and everything. So he explained everything to Mata Sita, like why he's here, like he's actually looking for his wife, Devi Sita. So there's a story, another story, like why Lord Vishnu took incarnation of Lord Ram. So, like in the past, there was one day, like he actually played in a very notorious way with Naradji. So he actually created a very beautiful city, right? And in that city, there was a king who was just about to, look for the suitable spouse for his daughter. Then Naraji, got to know about it. He also wanted to get married that lady, because that lady was very beautiful. So he wanted to get married with that lady, and he went to Lord Vishnu and asked him, like, you give me your appearance, like, you just make me like you, look like you. So then Lord Vishnu did some, a thing in a playful manner. He actually, made made Naraji's face like a monkey, and then, his body was like Lord Vishnu, but face was like a monkey. So with the hope, Naraji went there and sat in the assembly. So then the girl came to choose the spouse, and she was just looking around, and she saw Naraji, but she did not, give him the importance. So then, because she saw, like, there's a person, with the monkey face. So then she looked up the other friends and from the queen, but she could not find a suitable spouse for herself because she was Lakshmi, Mata Lakshmi. So it was all the play, like Mata Lakshmi and Vishnu, they were playing. So then Lord Vishnu came there, and nobody could see Lord Vishnu there except that girl, like who was Mata Lakshmi. So she saw him, and then she chose him as her husband, and then went to his place. And then later, Naraji got to know about it. Like, his face looks like monkey. He was very angry. He went to Lord Vishnu and cursed him. He said, like, in future you will be on the earth, and you will be separated from your wife. This is how and then in the end, monkeys will have to find your wife. So So this is how you will fulfill your karma. Whatever you did to me, it's a bad karma. So you have to fulfill your karma. So this is how you have to go through in one of the lives. So that's why Lord Vishnu had to take Lord Ram, avatar, and then we all know like how Lord Ram separated from her wife, and in the end, all the monkeys they help him in like Lord Hanuman. He looks like a monkey, like his face looks like a monkey. So he helped him to find Mata Sita, and then everybody knows that how all the monkeys help Lord Ram to cross all ocean, to reach to the Lanka. So this is how this is the story behind like why Lord Ram was in a jungle. He was looking after. He was searching for his wife and then when Mata Sati got to know about it, she went back to Lord Shiva. So in a nutshell, what lesson we learn from this chapter, that if your spouse has a good intention, right? He or she, I'm not talking about any particular gender here, but he or she, if they have a very a good intention, they do not think ill about you. You should always trust your spouse. This is very important in any marriage life. Any married life, it is very important to trust your spouse. Without trust, that marriage will not last forever. Because marriage is all about trust. Marriage is not about that what materialistic things you are giving to your spouse, unless your spouse is very greedy. So that is the different thing. But in most of the cases, your spouse is not greedy. Your spouse needs respect, trust, value. So that's what makes life and marriage successful for a long time. Even the second point I would like to highlight here, even God cannot escape the bad karmas. God also has to fulfill or complete those karmas. So as human, we also need to complete our karmas. You can do remedies like there is no harm. You can chant mantra, because these remedies and mantras give you strength to go through that path which has chosen by your soul. Because in past you have done some bad deeds, so you have to learn your lessons. So that's why this is how you are born. Your soul has taken birth, but you have to go through all the phases that it's written in your destiny. Mantras and that bhakti and that remedies give you strength and makes that path easy for you. However, you cannot escape from the bad deeds. Like we've seen the story from Lord Vishnu. He actually bought Narad, and then he had to go through he had to fulfill all his karma. That's why he took birth as Lord Ram. He was separated from his wife, separated from his house, right? And then in the end, he was held by the monkeys. So that's the crux of this chapter that we went through, and the further we will get to know when Mata Sati went back to Shiva. So what was their conversation? And this is how actually Lord Shiva actually, disconnected from Mata Sati from his mind because initially he did not want to get married, right? But when Lord Brahma actually, conveyed him and told him like in the past, you were because Mahadev is a incarnation, you can say is is the same like Shiva. There is a ultimate god, or I would say like Paramatma, like which is on the top, sitting on the top, is called Shiva, and which Lord Vishnu, Brahma, and Guru, like called as they also say, incarnation of Paramatma Shiva, Shiv God. So then it was destined like he has to get married, but he said like I don't want to get married. I'm not ready for that because I am always in the sadhana. I always meditate. Right? I live alone. So, but Lord Brahma insisted and conveyed him, and then he agreed on one condition, like if my future wife, if ever she distrusts me, if she doesn't believe trust on me, I will disconnect with her. I will be separated with her from my mind, not physically, but from my mind. And with this instance, that she did not trust that that the Sri Ram is the incarnation of Lord Vishnu, and however, like Lord Shiva permitted her like to go and test him, but what we know from this story, she did not trust. So he wanted to make sure she actually test Sri Ram, and then get to know about herself, like that yeah, he is the incarnation, he is the avatar of Lord Vishnu. So in the life, your spouse is very important for you, because relatives, many relations will come and go. In the end, only and only your spouse will stand by you. Spouse can be husband or wife, right? So only your spouse will stand by you. So always, give respect, give value to your spouse, and always trust your spouse. And that trust, should be mutual. That respect should be mutual. It's not like you are only trusting or you are only valuing your spouse, but he or she is gone. So it is a mutual relation or mutual trust that you both should follow. You both should trust each other. So this chapter I will end here, and in the next I will talk about further. Till then, Namaha Parvati Pate Har Har Mahadev. Mama